these doctors being held accountable to say, you know what? No, like you should not go overboard any more than you need to.
I think it depends on the person, because at the end of the day, right, everybody is going to do what they want to do, and some families and parents are going to support their kids' decision because, you know, a lot of people, I feel like just with social media, you know, it's the normal. Everybody's thinking like that's the look, so then they're like, ooh, I want to, you know, maybe test it out on themselves. Like, I just feel like, you know, of course we know social media has made women, men more, you know, self-conscious about their bodies, their looks. 100%, you know what I mean? More people get plastic surgeries, fillers, all that things, right? I just think like some people just take it to the extreme, and I just think they get to a point where they just get so obsessed about their looks and just wanting to be perfect and like perfect their look, and it's just like, just do it proportionally and you'll be fine. Like, you'll be fine. It's just like, you know, I just think it's just, what are you gonna do? Like, some people are gonna get it, some people are just not gonna get it. And it's a touchy topic for some people, and it's just like, if it makes you happy, I'm all for it. But
well, do you feel like now, obviously in the culture that we live in, that, you know, I mean, I don't know what your views are on, you know, whether the adult entertainment industry or even obviously, you know, with the influx over the last 2 years of OnlyFans, you know, you have, of course, when you're obviously scrolling through the internet and you're scrolling through Instagram and you're seeing asses and titties and shit every single day. And we're in a culture where, like, I look at it and say it's like McDonald's. It's like a cheeseburger in your face every single day. Same cheeseburger. There's no different varieties. It's the same cheeseburger. And you have, for example, like these women, to me, who are on these platforms, OnlyFans, Tempted, whatever, et cetera, and they're, you know, in a sense, exploiting their sex and exploiting their bodies and exploiting in the sense of all these things. But then you have the guys, for example, that come into the, you know, I'm sure guys have slid into your DMs. Some probably been respectful, some been disrespectful. Do you feel that as, like, when a woman necessarily who's off showing her goods on the internet in that way has a right to get mad? Because you see it all the time where girls will start saying, you know, they'll start either trying to shame a guy online or whatever, saying like, oh, this guy slid into my DMs this way, et cetera. But meanwhile, it's like when you're showing all of these things that you're basically inviting men to come into your box and do this, do you feel women have a right in that same aspect to basically, you know, say that they should be respected by men in the same way? Where they always say, well, you know, it's just because I show off my body doesn't mean you shouldn't respect me. But to me, like, what's the level of respect for a woman who does that? And do you feel it's okay for them to be able to try to humiliate guys, saying that, you know what, they're not in the right to do that to me, even though they're giving away their body in that way online?
I think everyone should respect themselves.
Okay.
And every woman should, like, stand up for themselves. And if you feel like someone's disrespecting you, yes, call them out. I have no problem doing that. Like, don't be coming at me crazy. No, like, we're not about that.
But I mean, not in the sense of where he's, you know, calling you a bitch or whatever. But I'm talking about the fact of, like, you know, if she's off showing her titties and shit, and then
what you're saying, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't think it matters. So what if she's showing her tits and ass, and that's how she's making your money? I don't care how you make your money. At the same time, you should be respected.
Okay.
If you don't respect it, okay, then that's your prerogative. But don't come at me all crazy if you don't know me. You don't know my life, right?
But I mean,
like, that's what anybody would say. I feel like in general, like, I think a lot of people who do that type of stuff, they don't really care about what anybody thinks. Honestly, they're making their money and they're doing their thing. So I think honestly, they don't really care.
But here's a flip side to that. Then, if they didn't care, then why would those same girls, as you said, don't care? Then why would they feel the need to maybe shame that guy online if they didn't care?
Because they came at them sideways, and maybe they said something too inappropriately that they shouldn't.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. In a sense, say he doesn't say anything to the girl. Say he decides to just drop a dick pic into her friggin'
inappropriate.
Okay.
Nobody asked for your dick pic. I didn't ask for your dick pic. Like, I don't understand why guys think, I don't know you, so what makes you think I want to see a picture of your dick? Like that's
No,
the
I agree.
first thing I would say. Like, excuse me, I immediately am not going to talk to you because you're crazy. You
Hmm
just showing your dick to everybody else in the world. So clearly you want to be on OnlyFans, boo boo. Clearly you want to be on OnlyFans. If you're going to show your dick for free to everybody, please. Okay.
So then
Bye.
that asks me the next question then, in a sense, like obviously, you're a woman. I know you. I know that you're a woman of class, and you obviously, know your worth. But when you have, for example, girls that are on OnlyFans, they've got like, their thing for $9.99. What do you feel in the sense when a woman has it advertised for that amount, and then
That's
basically
right.
wants to say, what, she deserves a high quality man, but she's selling her pussy for $9.99 on the internet? Is she still considered a high value woman?
Yeah, sure.
Tell
If
me,
she
tell me
considers herself
why.
a high value woman, she's making money.
So what's your
She's making money.
definition of a
Everybody
high?
else is making money.
What's your definition of a high value woman?
That's your definition of that. I
No, but I'm
don't
asking you.
judge
I'm asking you. Your definition. What do you think a definition of a high value woman is?
a woman that respects herself, a woman that doesn't put up with shit, a woman that's a boss, a woman that's a hustler,
Okay,
a woman that can wife cook, do it all, baby.
okay, but my question is, when you say, a woman that respects herself,
Yeah.
but do you feel that she's still respecting herself by selling her pussy for $9.99?
Yes. Who cares? Like, why is that? That's her prerogative. She wants to do that. There's a reason why porn is an industry, right? It's a $1 billion industry, right? Okay, sex sells.
True. It does.
Sex sells. It's always sells. That's how they sell music. That's how they sell movies. Come on, like Taylor's all this time.
True, but the thing, what my point is when, for example, like when you look at back in the day, like not now where everything is pretty much free, but back in the day, if you wanted to like see porn, get porn, watch porn, you had to order it. You have to spend a shitload of money to get that access. And now where you've got it pretty much for free, and this is where for me, like, I mean, like, what is your opinion on the OnlyFans platform? Like, what do you feel about that platform?
I think it's a good platform for anybody who wants to make money and wants to be an entrepreneur, because not only can you just do like, listen, let's be real. A lot of half of the revenue that they're getting is from sex workers, right? But there's another percentage of other people that are using that platform, having cooking shows, all different types of other things. That is not sex.
Yeah, but that was only because of the fact they didn't want to get nailed, but like literally like Backpage did. That's why if you remember back during the pandemic, and they took away, they took away the porn stuff.
Right, they tried to, but they knew that they were going to lose so much money because the majority of their money comes from sex workers. So why would they alienate all the sex workers that made OnlyFans the platform that they became? You know what I mean? They knew that they fucked up. They knew that they were like, ooh, we're going to backpedal because we know we're making a huge mistake. Because who wants to go to like that Fansly or whatever the other sites that they have? There's a whole bunch of other sites that are similar to OnlyFans. You know, like a Patreon is like an OG of what OnlyFans is today. It's just that OnlyFans became very popular because of just how you can market yourself on OnlyFans and how much money you can make. It's very profitable. That's why so many celebrities now, as you see, are doing OnlyFans. It's because they're making free money, more money than they could make, like on their own, literally. They have,
but
like, the right.
But here's
so that's why there's so many like freaking people that do OnlyFans.
But here's what I go back to the point of what I said. It's like McDonald's, because you got to look at it this way. When you say the girls that are making more money, they're not making more money because of the fact that there's something special. They're making more money due to the fact that, again, it's like, if I eat a cheeseburger every single day for a month, sooner or later.
I don't necessarily think that because at the end of the day, remember, OnlyFans. So that's the selling point. Is like it's truly people that are your actual fans.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
But majority of the people, like they probably known you for a while on social media. And like they want to see, like, ooh, is she gonna, show the goods? You know
yes, but here's the thing. My problem with OnlyFans. Here's my problem with the platform itself. I don't have a problem with the fact of, as I said, like I'm all like you, like do what you want, make your money however you want. But what I do not understand are people that are on that platform who really don't really understand the fundamentals of the metrics of the aspect of how OnlyFans is profitable, which they, and again, everyone has their interpretation of what they consider a lot of money. Like you may think $1 million is a lot of money. I may not think $1 million is a lot of money. But people who are on there, for example, like where they don't get, and it's almost the same like Backpage was, when you first get on that platform and you're in the lower tier, automatically the minute you sign up to that platform and you start posting content on there, they automatically take 15% right off the top. Bam, every time you post. If you get into the high tier 1, top tier, whatever you want to call it, it's 45% that they take away from you. So look at it this way. You're on a platform that doesn't market you. They don't promote you. They don't even protect necessarily the content. And remember, when you have a subscriber that subscribes to your OnlyFans, he comes on that thing and he says, okay, and this is what happened, for example, in the beginning, where you had a lot of girls who were using the platform not to just make money, but also to hustle men, because you don't know what you're getting until you actually subscribe. So a lot of the girls that were on Instagram that were luring them to their OnlyFans accounts were really much posting some of the same shit they were posting on Instagram. So now what's happened is, when you start, I'm sure you've probably had it happen to you, like many other girls you probably know, where you start seeing these fake OnlyFans links and the accounts that are getting stolen, stuff like that. The reason why is because these guys got smart, because they realized, for example, if you go on that platform and I pay, say, $20 a month for the subscription, and you don't give me what I actually am really looking for, I'm locked into that subscription until it's done. So if I sign up for 3 months, I can't break out of it for 3 months. So what happens is these guys, what they were doing is they were pirating the same videos that these girls were making on their OnlyFans accounts, taking their phone, whatever, recording it, then going over to Pornhub, then going over to Fansly, and making these fake accounts, using their footage, using their content to resell. And then I tell girls, I'm like, look, if you're gonna sell, because at the end of the day, if you're saying to me at $19.99 or $9.99 or $15.99, that's your worth. So that's why I have a problem when women say, well, I'm a high value woman. Okay, well, hold on a second. You're selling your pussy for $15.99. You're also losing income because you're losing 45% or 15% out of that profit that's going directly to OnlyFans. Then you're giving someone else the profit off of your shit for basically doing nothing by just stealing your stuff. And this is why I say to girls, I'm like, look, if you're going to sell yourself, you're going to sell sex and you're going to sell, per se, number one, like, you know, your body. Wouldn't you, as a person, just like they do as artists and musicians, what do they tell you all the time? Own your content. Legitimately own your content, because that's the only way that you can actually know the value. So this is where I go back to what I was saying before about the McDonald's aspect. If I go to OnlyFans and I come, say you have an OnlyFans, I come to Asher's OnlyFans, and I come there every day, and Asher's only giving me a cheeseburger. Sooner or later, when I have all these other options on OnlyFans, other girls that are giving me a Big Mac, that are giving me a Whopper, which means the more you give away, the more you got to keep giving. So when you say those girls that are making bank, it's not because of the fact that there's something special, is that they're giving so much away, but in the end, they're still losing. And I'm looking at, okay, well, again, you got to think about it this way. And obviously, you might have seen the Pamela Anderson special when she did, you know, Playboy and things of that nature. Do you feel that, you know, girls who are doing this platform, because you said, you know, they don't care, but do you feel that, you know, is it worth the money? Is it worth all of that if, say, one day they decide to have kids, and knowing that their kids are going to see all their shit all over the internet because it was stolen on OnlyFans, then them taking the time to actually build their own platform, keep it privately, sell it privately, that way they know that at the end of the day it doesn't ruin opportunities for them. So what do you feel that platform has hurt, like you are being a real model? Do you feel that it's hurt the modeling industry because of the OnlyFans platform?
I wouldn't necessarily think that it hurt the modeling industry, just because it's such a different type of platform. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, so absolutely not. And to clarify, I did not say they don't care. I just said they don't care if they're respected or not. You know, like they obviously, people who are doing porn and things of that nature, like they're comfortable in their skin, right? To be out like that, right? You have to be truly comfortable, I think, with your skin to say, fuck it, I'm gonna do porn and not care about anybody, you know, it being out there. Because, you know, think about it, porn clips end up on Twitter or any other type of platform that you could look up. Like, you can literally go on Twitter and like look up a porn clip immediately. You know what I mean? There's so many. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you would be like popping up on all those stupid little feeds or whatever and things of like that nature. So I just feel like they have to be comfortable in their skin to already be doing that. You get what I'm saying? So
someone said here, I want your opinion on it. Selling a pic or a video ain't the same as selling your body. What's your thoughts on that?
Selling a pic or video isn't the same as selling your body.
Yeah. Do you feel it's the same or do you feel it's different?
It is different because it's virtual. Like, basically you're selling your body virtually as opposed to like in person and maybe having sex with that person. You know what I mean? Depending on what you do, because there's different levels to that. You know what I mean? Depending on the person. So I just think, yeah, there's levels to that. But I think it's totally different in the sense because